starting live. Yeah, hi. Cute. That's cute, Mia. Well, hello everybody and happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. This slicked back, they're two little mini buns, is reminding me of how I used to do my hair when I was in the military. It's kind of tripping me out a little bit. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. My name is Erin Bies. I'm a certified personal trainer and a fitness nutrition specialist through ACE. I'm also working on my Precision Nutrition Level 1 certification as well. Started chapter 15 out of 20 today. Very excited about that. And I debunk wellness trends, grifters, multi-level marketing companies, all of that. I don't even know what else to mention. Fill in the gaps if you guys have been a part of my channel here for quite some time. And yeah, we have a Bravenly video. A pharmacist that did 2 months of research and then joined. How do you research proprietary blends? Ooh, yikes. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's pour a Dr. Pepper because I put this in the fridge and it is extra crispy today. We're going to have cream soda. You already know. Oh my God, thank you for the gifts. I don't know how. Oh, hello, Blonde Ambition. I was trying to pin the gift, but for some reason that wasn't working. Oh, now I can. There it is. A fortune cookie. That's so cute. Thank you so much. And I do know that we had a couple membership milestones. Alexandra, hi. Happy to be here tonight. Facts over feelings for 1 month. De-influenced darling, hello, 26 months. Thank you guys for being here. We do have a goal tonight. I'm going to talk about that here in a second, but let's get this poured. I feel like I'm all over the place. Sorry. Let me get it together. Cream soda, 0 sugar. You guys know how I roll. Okay, now this was in the fridge, so she is extra cold. What do we think? I feel like that was a little extra crispy than it normally is. The pour is what I know you all come here, aside from Luna, who we're going to talk about in just a second. Try not to spill. Oh, God. That was lovely on my end. How was it for you guys? Keep it clean in the comments, too. I am in a silly, goofy mood. Okay, for those of you that maybe you're new around here, or this is your first couple of videos that you've seen, I am doing a fundraiser. I have partnered, like actually partnered, not like how people in MLM say they partnered with an MLM, but they're actually just a distributor. Anyways, I have partnered with a company that is called Gimme Swag Merch, and we are going to make a Luna plushie. I'm very excited about it. I've already sent them a bunch of pictures. I have the website that is linked in the video description. I'm going to do a pinned comment here in just a second, but this is how it works. We have to collect $2 pledges, 100 of them in the next 9 days. We currently have 21 pledges, and thank you guys that are all commenting that you pledged. You can drop, you know, I pledged, or some kind of a fun cat themed emoji in the comments. It is a worldwide thing. Okay, so they're gonna make a Luna plushie. We need to get to 100 pledges at $2 each. That does go towards the cost of the plushie after it's been designed. So this is the first step. The next step, after we get 100 pledges in 9 days, is the design process. And I'm really excited to show you guys some of the behind the scenes stuff. If you're a member, maybe we'll do some, I don't know, we're going to do some fun stuff. I'm going to show some behind the scenes things when it comes to the design process. and then they'll start making them. But what I'm very excited about is that 20% of the proceeds are going to go to an organization called Homeward Bound Cat Adoptions here in Las Vegas. We're going to help provide things that they need. I've been in contact with, I can't remember her name. I should have looked ahead of time, but I've been in contact with somebody at the organization, and I'm planning to stop by, and it's just going to be really cool. So if you would like to support, I would love to encourage you to pledge. We're going to set a goal for tonight when it comes to the pledge. If we can get to $42 pledges by the end of the stream, or close to the end of the stream, I'll do a bonus stream. I'll do a bonus live stream. We're currently at 22. Thank you for all the pledges. I appreciate you guys. So I'll do a bonus stream, and I have a couple ideas in mind. Now, I just got a comment. I don't know if you remember Sarah from Trinant. I don't even remember what she said and why I covered her, but she tried to come for my neck in a comment, and she just commented a day ago. She's also in Trinant, so we can find something. Thank you, Sarah, for all of your content on YouTube. We can find something to react to, and I can give evidence-based, factual debunking on her videos because she's in Trinant. I have a Gina Eccles video that we can debunk, and a host of other things. So if we can get to 40 pledges tonight, they're $2 each. We'll do a bonus stream on Saturday, this coming Saturday, as in 3 days from now. Okay, that being said, we need to talk about Bravenly. Now, I did another video where these distributors were also physician's assistants and nurses, and they were using their medical credentials to not endorse the product or the company, but kind of was using it to endorse the product and the company. And it's a trend that we're seeing, especially when it comes to Bravenly. And today we have a pharmacist. I was going to say physician for some reason. We have a pharmacist that did 2 months of research, and now she decided to join because it's all about the products. You're going to hate it. I already hate it. It's a shorter video, but I think it's important that we talk about it, and I will keep y'all updated as far as pledges. We're at 24 now. Y'all are wild, and I love it. Thank you guys for your support. And by the way, if you're not in a place where you can pledge the $2, I totally get it. If you can like, comment, share, that is the best way to get it out too. What is this? Huh? A kumquat? Yeah. Do I eat the whole thing? Yeah.
It's a fruit. It's not.
What is it? You go first.
It's a citrus.
You eat it first.
Oh, yeah.
What does the inside look like? Sorry, Mia just brought me a kumquat. Oh, it's like. No.
Too sour. You won't like it. No.
It's too sour. I don't like sour. She said, "No, not for you, Mom." Okay, well, thanks for trying. This hair's bothering me. Thank you guys for pledging. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate it so much. This is very, very exciting. Okay. So Bravenly, if you have not seen the playlist, I have it linked in the video description, along with, it's going to include the stream from last week, or was it the week before? I think it was the week before when we had Debbie and all the people that were working at the ER reporting these people. That was a good time. So let's just get into it. Actually, let me pin the comment so I don't get distracted here. Give me just 1 second. Here's the link to pledge. Appreciate you. If I could spell properly. Appreciate you guys. Link. Okay. Can I pin it from here? I should be able to. It's in the description as well, but let me see. Do I have to go in? Sorry, guys, technical difficulties. One moment. I may have to do it from my phone. pin. Okay. That should be pinned at the top. There it is. Okay. Off we go into this. I don't even know what I want to call it, but yeah. Also, do y'all remember the 2 Bravenly bullies video that somebody tried to copyright it? And what part did they try to copyright? My commentary. What do you mean? Anyways, I believe this person, Brittany Harper, is somewhere in their downline. So I love that for us. I love that for them. And get ready to write in the comments.
Well, hey there, friends. How are you? Oh my gosh, you are in for a treat. So who is excited for a live interview with a pharmacist that has chosen Bravenly?
Guys, we are at 28. Y'all are wild.
So if you are tuning in, drop a 1 in the comments if you're watching this live, drop a 2 if you catch the replay. But here's what I want you to know. You are absolutely in for the treat. So Emily, thank you for joining us today. I'm so excited. And let me just tell you, I met Emily. How long ago has it been? Maybe a year and a half ago in Georgia. Is that right? When we first
It was in November of 24.
24. Yep, I remember that. And instantly I was like, she is not only just the cutest little thing, she is so smart. But we're here today just for a few minutes for her to share her heart with you as a pharmacist, why she would join Bravenly. So most of all, you know, I'm a mom of 7. Yes, a top leader here. Yes, number 3 income earner here. But as much as I love to help moms with this business, I also love that this business draws incredibly talented and educated and smart people like Emily. So
now, I don't know that I would call it the business is so good that it's drawing professionals. I think, I can't remember her name, the woman with the beautiful Southern accent. I think her accent is stunning. I think that this is taking advantage of people with medical credentials. I also think that these people with said medical credentials are unethical. If you're going to join a multi-level marketing company's business model and you're going to tout your credentials around and say, oh, I did research for 2 months, so that means that because she's a pharmacist, you should trust her, that is disgusting. That is unethical. That is shameful. It's disrespectful to the medical community and people's credentials and the work that it takes for them to earn said credentials. And I find it absolutely vile. Absolutely vile. Also, I didn't check the sound. Let me see if I need to turn them up.
that's why I just wanted to
Looks like we're okay. I actually think I need to turn myself up a little bit.
pick your brain for a few minutes and
Sure.
let's just talk about why you joined Bravenly. So
We are at 29. This thing is doing some weird things. We were just at 25 and then 24, and now we're at 29. So appreciate y'all.
my first question would be for you is just tell them a little bit about who you are and maybe what it looks like behind the scenes in the life of a pharmacist.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Emily.
I'm going to pause this really quickly because one thing that I was talking with the members about when we first started figuring out what we were going to react to today, I say we because we're in this together, right? I made a prediction and I was like, hey, I guarantee you this person is no longer working as a pharmacist and is just essentially using her credentials to shill pharmacy, Bravenly, pharmacist, pharmacy, Bravenly. Hey, whatever. That was my prediction. I will tell you I was correct. And you'll see why here in just a few minutes.
Taylor. I graduated pharmacy school 31 years ago. That's crazy. Been in practice ever since, except with the exception of raising babies for about 8 years or so. Decided I didn't want to work retail all my life because, frankly, it's not fun. Insurance company.
And your reminder, education and intelligence does not protect you from cognitive fallacies. Sometimes you are even better at justifying something. Thank you, Kay Marie. I appreciate that.
These are not fun to deal with. Patients, they're sick, they're hurting, and so they come to you angry and demanding, and you get cussed out regularly. I'm constantly defending my team.
I don't know why Brittany's laughing. That's not funny that people are treating pharmacists and people that work in the pharmacy, people in general that are providing a service. If you are somebody that is rude to your server or somebody that is providing any kind of a service, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's disgusting. I know that it is super frustrating sometimes when we're talking about getting medications refilled and the doctor's office needs to fax this and insurance companies and this and that. But let's be kind to people that are providing services for us. You know,
you can't do that, stop. Yeah. So I went back and I got my PhD to teach. It's a PhD in pharmacology. I wanted to teach on the college level. So
you teach in pharmacology, but you're endorsing a proprietary blend? How exactly does that work? Because I feel like these are two different worlds. Is it just me? Let me know what y'all think. Because I don't understand how you can have a PhD in pharmacology and be promoting an MLM company's proprietary blend products. Because we went over the products in the last stream. We looked at them. We looked at their Rush. We looked at Gold. We looked at all this stuff. I don't understand the disconnect here. How does this happen? You know? I don't get it.
I did do that at nursing school. I taught nursing pharmacology for 2 years, and I really did love it. But my heart really...
I even realized that part. Wow.
Yeah, I did. My heart has always been to teach and educate, but I like it more on a personal level, I think. So teaching in the classroom, university politics, just it wasn't for me. But so I got back into retail, independent retail, and when I was getting my PhD, though, and I was working on that long dissertation you have to write.
Guys, do you see what's in the background here? I got totally distracted. Do you see this right here? I must fix that. We have a bat down. We have a bat down. Also, you can look at my two little ponies while I'm fixing that. We can't have this. What do you mean? We can't have that. Relax. Okay. Back to the stream.
I went down this rabbit hole learning about herbs and supplements and things that we were not taught in pharmacy school. Yeah. And so that just sort of led me down this hole of there is so much more out there.
But I was just thinking it had to be going through your mind. There's more to this. There's
so much more.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. I know a bat bit the dust. We don't have time for that. They have to stay up all year round. They've made it this far. We only have a couple more months until the 1-year anniversary of bats. And maybe I update them. Maybe I do something a little bit different. These light up, but they have little batteries in them. And the flashing I didn't think would make much sense, but it'd be triggering for a lot of people. But I don't know. Maybe we do something different. Maybe we add to it. We'll see.
Well, and as a pharmacist, not only do we deal with the crazy ins and outs of the day, but we see the side effects. We see the mess of what chemicals cause, and it's not that I don't believe in medicine. I do, but it has a time and a place. And I believe that God gave us the things we need in this earth to flourish. And we're not utilizing them to the best of our ability.
Wow. So speaking of knowing there's more and learning the things, I'm sure that's probably once you heard about Bravenly, you're like, oh my gosh, but what made you say yes to Bravenly? And were there any hesitations at all? It doesn't even sound like there might've been a hesitation, but what made you be like, okay, yes, this checks all the boxes, like no questions asked?
So actually there were hesitations. Oh, wow. Laura can tell you, I joined your sister, Laura.
I love it.
And I started watching her posts.
Yeah.
And I thought this is intriguing because while I was doing pharmacy in independent pharmacy, I was also a women's health specialist. And I also ran all of the supplement needs for our pharmacy. So I took great pride in making sure that I had the quality of ingredients that I
Yes,
needed.
yes.
There is a bunch of junk out there, Britt,
Oh,
and the studies prove it. They have pulled from shelves and just seen that nothing was what it says it was. So,
And you're gonna use your pharmacy credentials to somehow imply that Bravenly backs all of that up? That their proprietary blend does what it says that they claim it does? I worded that really weird. That seems like a risk I don't know I would want to take as a pharmacist in the state of Georgia, I believe, with her license expiring at the end of the year. That doesn't seem like a risk I would be willing to take. Maybe that's just me. But I also think it's really wild that she is familiar with how evidence-based medicine works. She understands dosages, amongst many other things that are way above my pay grade. And you're going to sit here and say that Bravenly checks all those boxes? I mean, would you be willing to put your license on the line for that? Because that's wild to me. Maybe it's just me.
I only wanted the cleanest for my family, my friends, my patients. So when I saw Laura posting, I was very intrigued. Just because I knew you guys from, another company.
Oh, wait a second. You were watching because you guys were part of a previous multi-level marketing company. Okay. I wonder what company it was. Do y'all know? I don't. I didn't look that deep into this one. I looked deep into her license number and the state she's licensed in. But I didn't look to see what companies they were a part of. That makes sense. Somebody joins a new company, they watch for a while, and they're like, hey, let me see how this plays out. Oh, they're doing really well over there. I'll watch for a couple months. All right, send me the comp plan, send me the products. Let me look at the ingredients. Oh, I'm a pharmacist. Let's endorse that. Stamp of approval here from a pharmacist on a proprietary blend, which is absolutely bananas. You know what else is bananas? We are at 30 pledges. We are 10 away from our goal for today, and I will do a bonus live stream on Saturday, which is 3 days from now. So click the pinned comment or the video description, put your pledge in, or you can share it, comment, all of that stuff. Share the website, share the link out, and let's do some good together.
I didn't know you personally at all, but I liked you guys and the sister. I just loved it. So I started digging deep. I dug deep for about 2 months, I would say.
Wow.
And I finally messaged her. I did all the digging. I mean, I looked at the stats. I looked at the cleanliness. I looked at the sources. I looked at,
you were trying to find something and couldn't find it.
Did you look at the ingredients? Did you look at the ingredient list? Oh, proprietary blend, but it has all of this in this amount, but we don't know how much of, each of those ingredients make up that blend. I don't get these people. You did all that schooling to become a pharmacist with a PhD to teach pharmacology, and you're going to shill an MLM company's product. Unreal.
I wanted so bad to not be able to do this, right?
Yeah.
And so finally, after about 2 months of deep digging,
we could look at the compensation plan. It has been some time. So maybe after this, we can take a quick look.
I reached out to her and I joined with the largest pack. No questions
You're
asked.
I'm going all in.
I did, but I was about to get married, and I took about 2 months of me taking the products on my own without telling anybody, including my husband.
Now, here's the thing. She is very well aware that personal testimonials, aka anecdotal evidence, is not scientific evidence. She knows that as a pharmacist. She's very well aware of that. So the fact that she's like, I took this for 2 months to test it and see how it worked. I didn't tell anybody, and here's the results that I got. We know, you and I, she knows That is anecdotal evidence. That is not scientific evidence. And that is not how clinical studies operate. And if anybody knows that in this video, it's her. So that makes me feel like this is deceptive. I mean, I feel like we know it's deceptive, but that in particular.
Wow.
Because I just wanted to know that it was doing what it
Yeah,
says it
and
would
that the
do.
products worked. And
Do
that
they
you
work?
could
I
get
can be a
behind
product of the product. I need
Oh my God, a product of the product. Please make it stop. The only reason these companies say that they want their people to be a product of the product is because the biggest customers of these MLM companies are their own distributors. It's a personal consumption model in so many cases. That's why they say this. I've got to be a product of the product, which means anytime there's a new product that comes out, they're the first to order it. That's why we see these companies that launch to the distributors first for two reasons. One, that's revenue. You got to be a product of the product. You got to know what you're taking. You got to know what they do and how you feel when you take them. And the other thing is they need those testimonials in order to sell the products. Many of these MLM companies on their website, they'll have scrolling testimonials, not all of them, and they never distinguish if those people are actually distributors or customers. And from my experience, many of them are distributors. If you go and you find them on social media, you find that they have the MLM link in their bio, but they don't disclose that. So the company needs these distributors to buy the product first for revenue, but they also need their testimonials. Wild. So yeah, go off about being a product of the product. Right? People are not a product, so there's no need to be a product of the product. Facts. I hope she's fully aware that this is a scam and she's doing and saying everything to get money. If not, that means after all her education and smarts, she got scammed. What hope do regular people have? That's a very good point. Very good point.
to see that.
Exactly.
So
So I bet he was like, I kind of got a new wife, but I got a new wife now.
he did. He's like, I got a new wife and a new wife. Like, we're
love
good.
That's weird. I don't like that.
I'm 53 now. Almost 54.
Wow.
I was 52
Oh my God.
almost at the time. You know, newlywed, you know how that goes. It's so it was important to me to make sure everything was lining up. So I finally announced it while I was on a family vacation with my family in
Wait a second. You were on a family vacation and you decided that was the perfect time to launch that you're now a part of Bravenly? Why? Why not just be on vacation with your family? Oh, right. Because it's not time freedom. You know, they say, oh, you can work whenever you want to. No, you're going to work everywhere, regardless of if you want to. It's not time freedom because you're working everywhere. And your life fits into the MLM taking over everything else. We've seen that. I've experienced that. Many of you have experienced that. If I go on vacation with my family, I'm not working. I'm on vacation. Oh, this is a very good point. Burnout makes you do crazy things. It's a very good point. I thought I heard she was going to let her pharmacist license lapse. Why? And for what it is, it's not that expensive to renew it. That's a good point. Maybe I missed that. Maybe she is, because it does expire at the end of this year. Because I do have her license number and everything. So
the mountains of North Georgia. Actually, we were in North Carolina, and all of a sudden questions started coming in and it grew. And I didn't even know what I was doing. I was earning bonuses that I didn't know what they were because I was not in it for the money.
Yeah.
I was in it for the
Well, your
product.
heart clearly in your profession is to help people and help them live their best life.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you joined not only with the credibility and a unique layer of credibility, but also with the heart to help people.
Yes.
And the payday dings were a side byproduct of it. And you're like,
It
Yeah.
was amazing. And I was thinking, what's happening? And then I got invited to the sisters retreat. And I thought,
the sisters retreat? That sounds like a cult meeting. I'm good. Hard pass. No, thank you. What do you mean? That was a lot. They always say it's not about the money. There's nothing wrong with getting paid for your job, for your work. Now, do I think that multi-level marketing is legitimate work? No, I think you're a distributor for a company. You're part of the advertising arm of the company that the majority of people never make any money. In fact, I feel like, I can't remember if we looked at the Bravenly income disclosure statement last time, but let me pull that up on my magnetic stand that you guys know that I love and use all the time. You should get one. Okay, income disclosure statement 2025. Let me actually pull it up here. Give me just 1 second so we can see it clearly. That is very bright. My God. Okay, let's move this out of here. I think we did look at this, but I also think that it's important to talk about it again. So we're going to go here. Let's hide this. Let's window capture. Okay, and let me adjust this a little bit. Let me adjust my camera here. Thanks for being patient, guys. All right, so this comes from bravenlyglobal.com. All right, this is their 2025 income disclosure statement. And at the top, I always go to the fine print first, and then I go through the chart. The average monthly gross income for all U.S. affiliates and brand partners at all ranks, which includes active and inactive brand partners in 2025, was $169.95. That's the average. The median, which is the most accurate, monthly gross income for all U.S. affiliates and brand partners, active and inactive, was $218.87. Approximately 40% of U.S. affiliates and brand partners did not earn any income from Bravenly and Global in 2025. 40%, which I feel like that's less than some other MLM companies that we've seen, but it still is not great because that gross income, the median $218.87, was before any expenses, before any products, before being the product of a product, before attending any events, all of that stuff. So I feel like I'm missing some comments. Hang on a second. Sisters retreat sounds like some kind of weird sister wives thing, right? Yeah. Oh, I get it, Tori. I totally understand. Compounding pharmacies don't have the amount of oversight that you would expect. Watch John Oliver's segment on compounding pharmacies. It's an eye-opener. Ooh, I will. Thank you for that. You make money in a job to help people, but when you start selling products, that changes your credibility, that all you want is to help people, and recruiting, sorry. I'm glitching. Also, recruiting to sell doesn't help anyone but you. Facts. $169 doesn't even cover the cost of her pharmacist license winning. My God. Coming in late. Hey, Katie, what's going on? But I will be sharing this one again. Let's see what my stepmom has to say this time. Yeah, she was real upset with me. I do not like her. Frankly, I don't care because I deal with facts and data from the company. And if you don't like that, talk to your company. I don't know what to tell you. All right, back to the income disclosure statement. They have it grouped by affiliate and brand partner on the left side here. And there are 14 ranks. The first rank is called affiliate, which makes up 2.93% of brand partners at this rank per month. The monthly median, $27.06. The next rank, 38.46% of the company are at this rank, $24.60. So when you're looking at a company, let's just say their most popular product is $80. These people are in the hole with just that example. I don't know if their popular product is $80, but just as an example here. Then we have the third rank in the company. 14.82% of people are at this rank. $64.06 is the monthly median. Then you have the next rank, and you can see that the percentage of people at this rank gets smaller and smaller, while the income on the right side under monthly median gets higher and higher. And typically that happens because these are people that are recruiting other people. I don't remember what rank Emily, the pharmacist, said that she was. I want to say it was something like executive director or senior executive director, which in that case, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to move that. In that case, we're looking at 1.89% of the company if she's a senior executive director with a monthly median income of $3,031.20. And that just gets bigger and bigger because the teams get bigger and bigger. But the percentage of people at that rank, if you look at platinum executive vice president at the very bottom, it's 0.05% of the people in the company are at that rank, making, $103,000 median income, $103,989.76. That's wild. But also at the very bottom of this, in that little fine print, it says these figures are not guarantees or projections of your actual earnings or profits. The above figures include only bonuses, commissions, or other, I don't know what that word, I'm not going to try and pronounce that word, paid. I'm assuming they're talking about income or free product or something like that, paid to affiliates and brand partners by Bravenly Global. They do not take into consideration any expenses incurred by affiliates and brand partners in operating their businesses or profits or losses when products are resold. Expenses incurred in operating an independent Bravenly Global business may include, but are not limited to, the purchase of a starter kit, $49.99. Payment of renewal fees, $39.99 per year. Purchases of product samples or inventory, shipping costs, transportation costs, training, and educational expenses. National conference costs between $149 and $229 a year. I'm sure they're just referring to the actual ticket, not the travel, not the hotel room or wherever you're staying, not the food that you have to buy while you're out traveling. They do mention travel expenses after that, but yeah, that's a lot of money. And in some cases, these costs and expenses may exceed the amount earned by affiliate and brand partners from Bravenly Global. I would say, based on this, it probably impacts a good majority of these people. A good majority. So anyways, that's their income disclosure statement. Oop, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I think it's important to talk about this stuff. I should probably, I'll update the video description and include this in there since we're talking about it too. All right, let's go back to the video. I'm so proud of myself for teaching myself OBS. And I know that's so silly, but you know, I just appreciate all of the fun things I can do with it. Oh, she may have got to that rank so quickly by bringing over her Rodan and Fields. Are we talking about Brittany or are we talking about Emily? The plot thickens. They definitely shot to the top by bringing over their downline from Rodan and Fields. You know, it all makes sense now. Yeah, and I love how they didn't want to mention what company it was. Well, I was watching you. I knew you guys from the previous company, and I was watching, and I saw her posts, and you know, just seeing what she was doing, and then all of a sudden, bang, the time was right. Oh, God. Unreal. By the way, it looks like we have about 120 people on and only 46 likes. Can y'all do me a favor and just like the stream? And you can comment if you did. You know, make sure you're subscribed. And also, the pinned comment. We are, let me update, let me refresh. Looks like we're still hanging on at 30. If we get to 40 pledges today, $2 pledges for the Luna plushie, I'll do a bonus stream on Saturday.
But okay, let's go. You know,
what fun we had.
And it has just snowballed from there, and I'm so thankful. And
so clearly you're thriving in the business here.
I am.
If you had to tell another fellow pharmacist or a healthcare professional who might think, you know, something like this is not for me.
Yes.
What would you tell them?
So healthcare burnout is real. I left pharmacy in
Wow.
April of 25, and I've just been doing Bravenly solely since then. Now, I'm not saying you have to leave, but I know that healthcare burnout is
Correct.
real.
100%. Shout out to all of the healthcare professionals that deal with healthcare burnout and everything else y'all have to deal with. I appreciate you guys. As somebody that used to work in the medical field, I understand a little bit of what everybody goes through, a little bit. And I just want you guys to know that I appreciate you. We need to pay our people for the jobs that they are doing. We need to take care of people's mental health. This could be a whole different video on its own, but ultimately I just want you guys to know that work in the medical field, that we appreciate you. Y'all are incredible.
And I, to this day, will not recommend
Hey, Debbie.
young woman going into healthcare because the system is so broken. And it was wonderful when I first graduated, but it's not like that anymore. So I would say to them, give it a chance, look at it from a bigger perspective, start doing the research, start looking and seeing
Yes.
what's really
Eyes
in
wide
these
open.
ingredients.
Yes.
Eyes open,
Yes.
no hesitation, just listen.
What do you actually mean, look into what's actually in these ingredients? Is the company releasing the ingredients in the proprietary blend to this pharmacist? I can't see them doing that. What do y'all think? I can't see a company doing that, because for as long as I can remember, these MLM companies will say, well, we have to do we are glitching today. You should have seen me recording the Kelsey Ray video earlier today. Dear Lord. Sorry, Ava. Awful. These companies have said for as long as I can remember that they have to do a proprietary blend so that people can't copy their formula. So I have a hard time picturing that the company said, oh, she's a pharmacist. Let's go ahead and tell her exactly what's in it so she can endorse it. Please. Please.
And look and be open to what there is to offer. And if you want to replace a salary or create a huge stream of income, you can, so
a huge stream of income. But when we look at the income disclosure statement, I guess it depends on what somebody would define as a huge stream of income. I would say maybe, I don't know, $3,000 a month. I don't know that I would consider that huge. That would be helpful for a lot of people. But in order to do that, you have to be in the top 1.89% of the company. And if we're talking about $6,500 a month or $12,000 a month or $20,000 a month, those would be, in my opinion, huge amounts of income per month. That would only be like the top 0.24% of the company. So the way that she's presenting this is like, oh, anybody can do it. You can replace a salary. You can replace that income. You can make huge amounts of income, which is an income claim not backed up by the income disclosure statement. And that's just not true for a lot of people. Ask anybody that's been a part of Bravenly. And I'm not saying ask the top 0.24% of the company. I'm saying ask everyday people that joined. Because I guarantee you they're going to be like, well, I'm not really making any money, but my leader, my upline says, keep showing up, keep putting the work in, and a year from now, I'll be so glad that I did. No, you'll be in debt. You'll have a ton of products on hand if you're not taking all of them. You're probably going to lose friendships. You're probably going to lose time with your family. For what? The promise of possibly becoming the top within the top 0.24% or above? It's not going to happen. And that's not me being a hater. I mean, call me a hater if you want. I really don't care. That's just the facts. That's how these models are written.
That would be my 2 cents.
And the thing, like you said, you don't necessarily have to walk away from your career.
No.
Brittany is her number 3 earner. Wait a minute. Are there some other comments that I've missed? Why is this being so weird? I may have missed some comments. If I did, I apologize.
People love to do both, love
Yep.
to work it in. Now, of course, do you just automatically always earn income here? No, some people enroll and then decide not to launch and go.
No. According to your income and IDS, 40% of people in 2025 did not make any income in Bravenly. And if we look at these specific numbers, I would venture to say that the top 4, maybe 5 ranks in the company are probably not making any money, especially if they're ordering a bunch of products to be products of the product, as Emily so generously just shared with us here a few minutes ago.
But for people like us and people that see the big picture, of course, there's loads of potential here. And
so much potential.
what
And
a
the leadership.
Yeah.
The leadership. Which part of leadership? The part of leadership where somebody speaks out and says, hey, stop messaging me. And your upline attacks this person and wants to start comparing paychecks. Is that the kind of leadership we're talking about? And if you're like, what is she talking about? That's from the Tale of Two Bravenly Bullies. So check that out. It's linked in the playlist in the video description.
I mean, how incredible is it, Emily, when we live in a world where people want to feel better, they're looking for solutions, and then most Americans, clearly not saying every American, but most Americans could use up to 5 extra paydays a month and afford
100%
$1,000 plan.
Yes.
So
I mean, if they're getting 5 extra paydays and it's like $1, is that really helpful? And I think it's also important to talk about how much time these people are spending to earn said paychecks. If we're talking about 5 extra paychecks a month, how much are they working? What is the hourly wage? What does that look like? And also, how many people in the company are actually earning 5 additional paychecks a month? Because we have the data from the company on the IDS. So all of this is nothing but fluff to try and entice people to recruit. And what is her name? I can't remember her name. The person on the left, Brittany. She is just using Emily's credentials as a pharmacist to try and entice more people that are in the medical field to join. That's the whole point of her interviewing all of these people, as she's doing currently on her social media.
It's not the perfect storm.
It really is. And I do think also Americans and people in general are starting to open their eyes to healthcare and realizing that we have more in the earth that we can use. And so that's just another perfect piece of the storm.
Well, and I mean, I think that could very well be true. I think that there's a place for natural methods and evidence-based medicine to work together, but it needs to be studied, in my opinion. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that.
It is. Oh my gosh, you got me just sitting here thinking it's such a blessing, such a moment in time. We're in the growing stages, but not only, like me, stay-at-home moms see this, but also someone with incredible knowledge and incredible credentials like you, Emily. It's so exciting. So
yes, I'm excited.
Thank you for a few minutes here.
Thank you.
This is so fun. I can't wait to see you again soon.
Yes.
Again, just thank you. And if you're watching this, get back with whoever shared this with you. Yes, you heard my story. Yes, you heard Emily's, but whoever shared Bravenly with you, get back with them and say, hey, I want to hear more about what they're talking about. And they would
eyes open.
help you. Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide open. Ooh. Not really the movie I would want to be mentioning. I know she's not mentioning the movie, but when I hear that, I'm like, ooh, I don't know, man. What did y'all think about that? Yeah, I hate appeals to authority, especially on this level. I agree with you, Kat, completely. I think it's absolutely vile. Ironic that the perfect storm was a confluence. Am I saying that right? Words are very difficult for me today. I don't know what's going on. Of terrible events that ended very poorly. Agreed. They're definitely targeting healthcare professionals to make things seem good. I agree. As we saw with the PAs and the nurses, now we have a pharmacist. Yeah, my brain went there too. I'm glad I'm not alone. Thank you, Kat. I'm still not going to try and pronounce it because words are not wording for me today for some reason. Let's get a plushie update. We are Currently still at 30. So, you know, we didn't get the bonus. However, we are making progress to get this Luna plushie funded so that we can donate 20% of the proceeds to Homeward Bound cat adoptions here in Las Vegas. And I'm very, very excited about it. So if you're catching the replay, or you know, were listening and had other things going on and you'd like to pledge, it is linked in the video description as well as a pinned comment if you are here. Eyes wide closed. Kelsey Ray wrecked my brain. Can we talk about that for a second? But anyways, pledge. You know where to find the information. Thank you for everybody that pledged here. I appreciate you guys. I know that I'm all over the place today. My brain's a little tired. I've been doing a lot of reading and studying, trying to get through this precision nutrition cert. And yeah, anyways, let's talk about it. Have y'all seen the rant that Kelsey Ray did several days ago, where she was talking about, I'm going to piss people off. If you don't want to see my content, just block me. Because apparently her and Eric are trying to run ads on Meta on Facebook. And Meta was like, no. Now I'm hearing that their content is continuing to be reported as it should, because what they are doing and saying and have been over whatever time period we're talking about here is very dangerous. The extreme fasting, excuse me, I have debunked their guide that they just put out. It's a lot. It's a lot. She's big mad, but she's coming to the internet and ranting and raving and crashing out like, oh, I'm going to piss you guys off by saying this. She does say some pretty atrocious things. I did film a video today that'll come out on Friday publicly for everybody, a day early for members, where I'm giving nutrition advice and talking about some of the terms that she is using and how problematic they are, and some insight on coaching and how I coach my personal training clients and nutrition clients. So anyways, I don't know if y'all have seen that, but it's been quite the wild ride. And when I was filming that, I was like, what is happening? So yeah, she did wreck my brain temporarily, but it's all good. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. And thank you for all the pledges. Very, very excited about getting this project funded so that we can do some good together. Thank you guys for the likes, the comments, the shares. And if you're not subscribed, if you would do that, that would be amazing. I have a lot of things planned, a lot of things coming up, and I can't wait for you guys to experience them. I know that this is a shorter stream. I wanted to cover kind of a shorter video so that we had more time to hang out and interact. So I hope you guys had fun. And if you're a member, we're going to head over to the members only after party where we can talk a little bit more, and it's a smaller group, a little bit more intimate, and we talk about literally everything. So if you're a member, would like to become one, click the join button, and I'll see you over there in just a second. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.